In vertical circle, in today's class, we are discussing about greater than critical situation. Greater than critical. Greater than critical. In last class, we discussed about critical condition. Critical means the minimum values required to have vertical circular motion. We discussed them as critical. Now we are going to discuss about greater than critical. Whenever you provided the values of velocity or tensions greater than the critical, greater than the minimum values, then how to handle the situations of objectives. Now we are going to discuss. This is a very key topic, beta, for twisted sums. So let us observe that one, how to handle the situations. So greater than critical, let me compare this topic with critical conditions. Here velocity at the top, we know that velocity at top in critical means it is root GL. Velocity at bottom in critical means we have it as root 5 GL. And tension at bottom during critical means I have 6 mg, 6 mg. And tension at the top during critical condition means tension at top is negligible and its value is nearly equal to 0. And similarly, we'll take for horizontal also. Velocity at horizontal, I can write it as root 3GL, root 3GL. Tension here in horizontal direction, I can write it as 3 mg, 3 mg. So this is the situation under critical. So critical. Now our target is not critical. Our target is greater than critical. Greater than critical here. Let us observe here. Suppose here velocity at bottom, if we have taken here V bottom is equal to how much our target is to find. What is the velocity at bottom? What is the velocity at top? And what is the velocity at horizontal? As well as tensions. As well as tensions. Velocity at top, velocity at horizontal, tension at horizontal, and tension at bottom, and tension at top, tension at top. So we want to find these values now. Tension at top. So our target these things. That is what are the values of velocity at bottom, velocity at horizontal, velocity at top, tension at bottom, tension at horizontal. In this regard, what I am doing is, I'm just assuming, to make it clear, I'm assuming that velocity at top, what is the velocity at top we have means, I'm assuming it to be root NGL, root NGL. Some n, I don't know the value at top, what will be the value? It can be 2GL, it can be 3GL, it can be 4GL, greater than critical, I don't know what value to write. So simply I wrote V at top is root NGL. So what will be the remaining values by taking this consideration? Let us check it out. Velocity at bottom. So here you observe now, compare these two. Here root NGL, here root GL. So if I compare the top velocity, here assumption I made as root NGL. Comparing top and top in critical and greater than critical, if you observe, here I can write here n value means here 1, n equal to 1. So I understood that here n is there means here what is there? 1. So here n value is 1, we call critical. N value is 1, we call critical. So in bottom we have written root 5GL, root 5GL. So here 1GL is there. So how to write root 5GL in terms of n? So if I observe that one, I found that I can write it as root over n plus 4GL, n plus 4GL. Observe carefully what I wrote here. Bottom here is root 5GL. Root 5GL. I wrote root n plus 4GL. Comparing to greater than critical and critical, here n means here I told 1. So you substitute here 1. 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4, 5. So root 5GL at bottom. So whenever greater than critical, I can write root n plus 4GL. Root over n plus 4GL at bottom. Because n is treated as 1 for critical. So 5 is can be written as 5 means 1 plus 4. 1 is nothing but n in greater than critical situation. So 1 plus 4, instead of that I am writing here n plus 4. Here 1 plus 4 is 5. So n plus 4 in greater than critical situations I am writing like that. I hope you got some rough idea about this one now. Now let us discuss the remaining things also here. So velocity at horizontal. Similarly, what is happens at velocity at horizontal? Let us find. So here velocity at horizontal, I'll explain each and everything better. Here what is the velocity at top? Here root ngl, here root gl. So compared here n value means here 1. Horizontal means here actually I am having root 3 gl. In critical, critical already we discussed in last class, it is root 3 gl. How to write 3 in terms of n? Here n means here 1. 3 means what should I write? 1 plus 2. 3 I can write as 1 plus 2. Here I told 1 is compared with n. So I can write here. Carefully observe. I can write here n plus 2gl. N plus 2gl. How you got this n plus 2gl, sir? You observe now carefully. Here what we have? Root over 3gl. Here I assumed n. So here root gl. N root ngl compared to root gl, I can write n value is 1. So here 3 can be written as, observe carefully here this 3. 3 can be written as 1 plus 2. 3 can be written as 1 plus 2. So as 3 can be written as 1 plus 2, 1 is nothing but I told 1 is comparable with n. So I have written this as n plus 2. I have written it as n plus 2 at the top. Bottom you observe, at bottom what happened here? Here bottom what we are 5gl is there. 5 I can write as 1 plus 4. 1 I am replacing with as n. So I have written n plus 4gl at bottom. So I hope you are clear. Now you observe tension at horizontal. Tension at horizontal. Tension at horizontal in critical how much? 3 mg. Can I write 3 as? What should I write about 3 means? I can write 3 as 1 plus 2. I told you to take 1 as n. I told you to take 1 as n. So by taking 1 as n, now what should we write here means? I can write it as tension at horizontal is equal to n plus 2 mg. N plus 2 mg. I hope you are getting ideas better here. Here again tension bottom you observe 6 mg, 6 mg. How to write 6? 6 can be written as 1 plus 5. So I told you to compare 1 as n. I told you to compare 1 as n. So I can write what is the bottom tension means. Tension bottom means I can write in greater than critical situation as comparing to the critical. Now I can write it as n plus 5 mg. I can write it as n plus 5 mg. So now what is tension at top? Tension at the top you observe here. What is tension at top? 0, 0. You have to get 0 means 0 you have to get. I told you treat n as 1 from comparing with the critical. The greater than critical with critical, n is 1. So now it has to become 0 means I had one idea that I can write it as n minus 1 mg. N minus 1 mg. From that time onwards, I'm telling treat n as 1. N as 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And we are getting 0 mg. So like that, we compared critical and greater than critical. Let me write in clear in next page. Now, in detail, I'm writing here. Tension at bottom. Tension at bottom. Two conditions. This is the first one is about critical. Second one is greater than critical. Greater than critical. Greater than critical and critical. Two conditions we are going to discuss. I will show you all the slides and everything, but I just concentrate on this one now first. Greater than critical. Greater than critical. Here tension at bottom is equal to what we have. We know already this is 6 mg. Tension bottom is 6 mg. Tension at top is equal to critical means 0. Tension at horizontal means we told it as 3 mg. And velocity at bottom is root 5 gl. Root 5 gl. Velocity at top is root gl. And velocity at horizontal is root over 3 gl. I told you that take n as 1 critical. I'm first time comparing, that is This one I am doing. Velocity at top, I assumed this one. Velocity at top is equal to, first I did this assumption, root NGL. Here I compared N, these two things at means greater than critical and critical, I got N equal to 1. When comparing these two, I noticed N is equal to 1. So N is equal to 1 means, so from remaining all, comparatively I can construct the formulas very easily now. That is, tension at bottom is equal to, I can write N plus 5 mg. N plus 5 mg. Tension at the top is equal to, I can write N minus 1 mg. So tension at horizontal is equal to, I can write N plus 2 mg. N plus 2 mg. And velocity at bottom, I can write it as root over N plus 4 gl. N plus 4 gl. So velocity at horizontal is equal to, I can write it as N plus 2 gl. N plus 2 gl. So by comparing these two now, just we made only one assumption here. This is the only one thing we compared. V top root GL means we have taken it as root over NGL. By using this knowledge, I can construct all those things. You check here. Substituting here, critical means n value is 1. Substitute 1 plus 5, 6 mg. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 plus 2, 3. 1 plus 4, 5. 1 GL, root GL. 1 plus 2, root 3 GL. So like that, we can compare critical and greater than critical. That what I explained in my previous page by taking the diagrams. Here. So two situations, one is critical situation, other one is greater than critical situation. I hope you understood these two comparison formulae and have written this one. Now, note point. Note. In critical and greater than critical, both the situation, common points. Common points in greater than critical and greater than critical and critical. What are the common points we can take? I will explain that one. The common points here, critical and greater than critical here is actually V bottom square minus V top square. V bottom is from critical I can write V bottom value is 5 root 5 GL, V top root GL. Squares means 5 GL minus GL, 4 GL. Even greater than critical also, same conditions apply. V at bottom square minus V at horizontal square, horizontal square. So root 5 GL, this is root 3 GL. So 5 squares means 5 GL minus 3 GL, 2 GL. V horizontal minus V at top is equal to, again, squares I am taking. V horizontal square means 3 GL, V top square is GL, 3 GL minus GL is 2 GL. So in all the situations, we can write like that. Now, again, if you observe carefully here, V bottom square minus V top square, we got as 4 GL. V bottom square minus V horizontal square as 2 GL. V horizontal square minus V top square equal to 2 GL. Fine. Tension at bottom minus tension at top. So take in critical, what we are getting? 6 mg at the bottom, top 0. We assume it as 0. So 6 mg minus 0 will get 6 mg. Tension at bottom minus tension at horizontal. So tension at bottom is 6 mg. Tension at horizontal is 3 mg. 6 mg minus 3 mg is 3 mg. Tension at horizontal minus tension at top. Tension at top 0. Horizontal 3 mg. 3 mg minus 0. 3 mg. So these things we got. Actually, I took the support to write these things for critical values. I have taken the support from critical values. What are the critical values? Velocity at bottom, root 5 GL. I took the support from here. Velocity at top is root GL. Root GL. Velocity at horizontal, root 3 GL. Root 3 GL. And again, tension at bottom, 6 mg, 6 mg. Tension at horizontal, 3 mg, 3 mg. Tension at the top, 0. So taking this help, I have given the common conditions for greater than critical and critical situations. I hope it is clear about greater than critical and critical situations. In this regard, any doubts are there, you can check it out. So I explained greater than critical conditions, greater than